Let me set my settings first. It's a bit annoying streaming with Streamlabs because every time when I stream I need to change the settings again. Good morning, good morning. It's actually like 11 p.m. right now on my side, so it's actually not morning for me. I'm just going to do a short stream of around like 2 hours.
Your stuff will be safe from everything, even dragons.
So it won't be too long. Mainly because I have reads later, so I want to sleep a bit early so that I won't oversleep.
Travel light for your journey. Store your items here.
Let me just change my gears a bit. Like originally I wasn't planning to stream today, but then I would have liked to do a update stream like after the March patch, but then I see the maintenance being like 13 hours. I was like, nope, that wouldn't work. So I end up like streaming right now instead of streaming later. I mean like streaming tomorrow, just because it's a bit hard to stream right on patch day if they start so late. I have like raids starting at 10, and then I have like other stuff to do at 11, so I can't really stream. Let me just check if I type. Okay. There's like just too much stuff for me to do, so not really that good of an idea if I stream on patch day. Too busy. Which is why I'm streaming right now. It's kind of like boring right now since there's nothing much to do except from doing dungeons. Wait, let me see if I can do some. You mean gold prices? Hello. Gold prices are cheap now because there's too many bots in C. Then like ED didn't do anything about it, so that's why the gold price is cheap since we have so many bots, like making the gold price just so cheap. It wasn't that bad before because I heard that ED sometimes will ban bots. Like when they start banning bots, that's when the gold price will rise. But then like you see that they are not banning any bots right now. That's why our gold prices are very cheap. They made like botting way easier since the vendor patch because they can just create 95 characters pretty quickly, and then vendors are actually very strong even without the seal jades or something like that. Like that's why you see all the bots are vendors right now, because it's very easy to level up. Now, at least that's like what I think is happening. I don't bot myself. I never touched botting before, so I'm not sure if that's the case. Let me see. Let's try and see if I'll get copyrighted for using a BGM from a game. Not really sure, but we can try. Hopefully I don't get copyrighted, so that we can listen to some better BGMs rather than the original BGMs. How to get gust mounts? Clearing honor gust, which is not available right now. There's only like 16 gust mounts in the server. with like two like lost forever because the account was banned for cash abuse, and then there's 14 left, and all 14 are from the same team that first cleared Ghost Armor. So yeah, like my account have to since I cleared it twice. Okay. Old Kalarov theme. I never heard the Old Kalarov theme before though. Cause I usually play with like my own music in the background, but then all the music I like are usually copyrighted, so I can't really play it right here. I noticed that the game BGMs are usually saved from copyrighted, so that's what I'm trying today. Oh no, this is not good. Sunny Weather mod, I got it from a TDN forum, I think. So you can go search. I think someone shared it on Reddit. Said that it's all the mods I use, but it's actually not all the mods I use. It did include the Sunny mod though. NCS, is that copyrighted? Some parts are copyrighted for unknown reasons. I used them before, but then like I still get copyright like copyright claim on them. Not copyright strike, but copyright claim. So it's a bit annoying. Thanks for saying I'm the Lord of Dragoness, but I'm not that good. A lot of people will disagree with you. Okay. Maybe recover some HP. Why I feel like suddenly so laggy? Let me just check something for a while. Okay, it's normal. Synthesis Epic costume right now. It's no longer Synthesis. Like, they are using the new Epic Cube evolving system, so you don't need to synthesize anything anymore. In fact, you can no longer get the synthesis stuff from the cash shop. So you can't really synthesis stuff, yeah. Instead, you use the cash cube, like the new cube thingy, and then you evolve the costume you get in cash shop into the new 2.0 costumes. If that makes sense. The Synthesis Epic costume it's from the gacha boxes, which if you want the 2.0 version, like the one I'm using right now, if you want the the legendary Chef Knuckle gear. This is the 2.0 version. You will need to get a synthesis weapon coupon from the gacha box, which I'm not sure what's it called right now. It's usually called the Altia box in the past. I'm not. I can't find my synthesis costume weapon coupon. But then, what you do is that you use the coupon to get Chef Claw, not Chef main weapon, which is this one, Chef Knuckle gear, and then you get a cube. Should be Chef W cube. W cube will be main weapon cube. You just use the main weapon cube on the Chef Knuckle gear, then you will get the new 2.0 synthesis gear weapon. The coupon itself, you need to open Altia boxes to get it. That's the only way you can get it, I think. On the good side, you can server storage it. So if you get it on the sub, you can use it also. Hello. Sorry. Let me just reply the other question first. Is Verdure Jade the best choice for Impactor? Yes. It's better than a BMJ, mainly because of the board damage of the skill. There's also the thing where the intense shock cast time is faster, way faster with the VJ. But mainly the thing is with the board damage. Okay, let me wait for a CD before doing anything here. Okay. I don't think they'll do that anymore though. It's more likely that they do it in the version like the chef one we are having right now. Why do I feel like my... yeah, it's not full. But usually it shouldn't do so much damage on me though. That's weird. Another weird thing is that for some reason my game is a bit laggy. Oh, good. Did it show like how much gold I get? Or even if it doesn't matter though, because it's not likely to be a lot. Oh, it got cancelled. Okay. I'll just wait all of them come here before I do my action. Okay, there. Why isn't this one dead? Okay. Yes, you need the box to get the coupon. If they go with the current chef epic costume version, like I'm not really sure like what they would do, because it's ED. It's very hard to predict. It might be the case that they will do it so that we can only get it through the synthesis coupon, but it also might be the case that they will put it in the crystal shop costume. You won't know until they actually do it, so it's not that easy to predict. Yeah, don't need this. Did I change name? You guess? What? Oh, I cast too early. I cast early by like 1 second. What? Why does it go so far away from me? You just keep on teleporting. What is this? This is so cancer. Do you have the Saint Lord costume from before? Yeah, I have. But then mine is like synthesized, so I don't like to wear it because it's synthesized. Like I synth it to the old PvP costume. Let me just find it. Yeah, the Saint Lord. I have it. Here I have the full set. It's just that it's synced, so I don't really like to wear it. It looks very good though. I have the full set on me. I kind of like regretting syncing my costumes, but then at the same time, I probably would do the same decision. Is that in Factor? Yes. The Saint Lord costume looks pretty good, but then, like, to me, it's like, it covers too much stuff. And then the weapon looks ugly in my opinion. Like, the weapon doesn't match with the costume. Which assassin do I think will get remake soon? I think the Bringer class, which is Abyss Walker and Light Fury. Both of the classes are at the weaker end of the tier list right now. Hi, Missy. I like my current costume more than the Saint Lord though, because Saint Lord though, because like it's like more skin. It's weird for me to say this, but yeah, I like the medical shoes a lot. It looks super good. Then another thing I like is the Parahan upper because of the fluffy thing on the shoulders. Then I also like the Vol's Gold lower because it give the character a bit like armor-like feeling. I really liked when the costume have a bit armor-like feeling. I don't need to be the whole thing, but yeah, it looks really nice in my opinion. The only thing I don't really like is the helmets, but then Makino helmets are usually not that good. The best one I can find right now is the crown, and another one is a flowery head piece, which I don't really like also. I think if you only have 57% and you're asking for DPS, go for Elustra. Don't go for Smasher and Sally. They can't really win in Elustra unless the boss is moving a lot. If the boss is moving a lot, then probably Smasher. Elustra is like stupidly strong right now. So I really recommend you to just go Elustra. In like some cases, Elustra will even be like the same DPS as a BMJ Smasher, so it's not that bad of an idea to go Elustra instead of Smasher. Plot armor, yeah. You hate Elustra, but Elustra is like the strongest sorcerer that's not Amara right now. It's very strong. And then she's getting I think it's like a remake soon. Like probably on the March patch if I'm not wrong. It's not a very big remake, it's a small one, but then still something. Just if you don't really like it, then just go with whatever class you like. But then if you are just asking like which one is better for soloing or partying, it will be Elustra. It won't be the two classes that you mentioned. Like you can't really have like meta class, like most of the time you can't really have like meta classes and classes you like together. Like even now I'm not playing a class that I really like to play, because I need to play something that's not really the super big meta class, but at least something that's kind of like in the meta, so that I can attend like treasure nest. I mean treasure raid, but then yeah. It's a bit sad that you can't really play the classes you like, but then that's how the end is right now. Because if you really want to play a class you like, you need to spend way more than right now. Like, whatever you are spending right now. Just because that usually meta classes are stronger than the non-meta classes. Damage difference between Defensio and Impactor. Right now, I think Defensio would do more. But then 1 month later, Defensio after the revamp patch will be like garbage. So, which is why you see me play Impactor right now. It's not the full reason of why I go Impactor, because originally I want to go Bleed Phantom, but then like sometimes your luck is just at the wrong place. I already prepared for Bleed Phantom. I even made my sub into a main and made this one a sub instead, but then look at what I have. There's like literally no choice for me. I don't really want to reroll again, so I end up like just sticking with what I have right now. So yeah, instead of going BP. Battle mode for healers, Leo for Leopard for DPS. Leopard is for DPS, for healers it's Baphomet. Am I excited for the 64-bit Dragoness update? Yes. I'm really excited since my DN is always very laggy. Because I'm playing on laptops and it doesn't really have the best single core performance, so 64-bit will help a lot since I can use like more of my laptop's cores instead of just having all the pressure on one, which I believe will impact the performance greatly. Yeah, yes, exactly. That's what you should be doing. Leopard is better. Like, you see, Impactor is also an elemental job, but then the amount of attack you get from the main quest and also from the jade is way higher than the amount of element you get from your passive or whatever. The main thing is that there's not that much source for element right now, even counting in the frontal plates and stuff. But then it's not that big of a difference, so just go for whatever that's cheap. Do I play Genshin Impact? No, I don't play anything that's made by MiHoYo, because MiHoYo is a very smart milking company that's really good at milking players. I play Honkai Impact before. I play Honkai Impact 2, Honkai Impact 3. Both of the games becomes very pay to win after a few years. Like the first year is always the best year, where you feel like, oh, free to play can play on it. It's not that big of a difference if you are not play to win. That's the first year for all MiHoYo games. As time goes on, you'll see that, oh, the old meta classes are totally unplayable. You must play with the new classes and you need to pull them. And then if you look at the constellation system from Genshin, it's like, nah, not going to do it. Hello. Well, currently the best way of doing picking a main is just get either a perfect goddess plate, like a 200% or 160% for the best jade for the class, or get a reroll on the Tel and Deco. Personally, from my own experience, I feel like goddess plate is harder to get than the Tel and Deco, just because of the rates. It's really hard for you to get a 200%. Hello. You're not late. I'm still streaming. Today's stream will be 2 hours long. Now it's like 30 minutes. So the stream will end at I think around like 5:30 GMT plus 8. Which is like almost 2 hours later. I have like total 3 parties. I have like 4 characters ready for Treasure Nest, but I have like currently 3 parties. One of my parties just finished recruiting yesterday, and another party I think is missing 1 DPS. My party with my impactor is ready, but I'm not really that ready because one of our healers are like not that active, so I'm a bit worried about him. I'm not sure if he's ready. I'm ready, but I'm not sure if he's ready. Best damager, none of them are the best damager. They have like a super big difference with Mara. So if you want to look at damage, go Mara. You either go Mara or Lustra if you want to look at damage. If you don't want to look at damage, just go to whatever the class that you like. The damage doesn't really matter because like either way you will get out DPS by Mara or and Lustra. It's like really ridiculous the damage, so. Oh no, this is not a good sign. Thanks. Well, my secondary isn't like farmed out. I sold my BP VIP accessory to change for the EOD. That's how the EOD came. Like, the first thing I get is like 2 enchantments on ill action. Then I was like, okay, it means that I probably should go impactor and plus BP. I'm not going to play BP anymore. I rolled for so much and didn't get like even 1 part of Evil Torture. So I was like, okay, I'm just going to go impactor since I get 2 action first. The funny thing is that I didn't even get Ruina parts or Defensio parts from it. The only Machina I got is Impact and Buster from the Verdure Jade, and I didn't get any BP parts on it, so it's like I'm fated to play Impactor right now. So I sold off my BP's VIP accessories so that I can get a weapon for the Impactor, just so that I don't weigh down my team too much in Treasure Nest, because I really think that it's not really nice of me if I wear like the 1N EOD secondary during Treasure Nest. I feel bad for the team, so I just sold my BP stuff and went like EOD on Impactor. I don't think Mara will get nerfed for now. Why is the mic like that? Like what? What's wrong with the mic? Which one's the best in this class right now? Before revamp, I will say is Defensio. After revamp, I will say is Impactor in terms of DPS. But generally, I will say don't play Machina, cause they share buffs with Sorcerer, which is a very bad thing. Cause both Elastra and Mara are super strong this patch. So people won't really want you in the team, since usually they have like a slot for either Elastra or Mara in terms of buff. Is Elastra stronger than Tempest? I think yes. I think yes. Like, if you account in that Elastra can ice stack while doing that type of DPS, then yes, it's definitely stronger than Tempest. There's echo? Maybe because the mic is... like, the mic is too close to my earphone, I guess. Maybe that's the reason. Why is it not 50k attack? I'm just waiting for the 50k attack to spawn. Illustra beat everyone right now except Mara, I think. Unless the boss is moving a lot, otherwise Illustra usually will win. That's why, like, when people ask me, should they go, why crit? Why is it crit? It hurts so much. Why is it crit? Like, if you really must play Machina, Impactor is the best DPS right now, like after the revamp. But then, if you want to ask me which class is the most fun to play in Machina, I will say probably the revamp Ruina. The revamp Ruina is really fun to play. Like, there's a lot of keys to press, a lot of skills. I will really recommend to play Ruina if you just want to play a fun class. If you want to play a high DPS, go play Mara. Don't play Impactor. Don't play Machina. Machina DPS is just sad if you compare to Mara. Even Impactor is not really that good. Like, it's just in like an okay spot. Like, it's not too strong. It's not too weak. There is one thing that Impactor is really good on though. She has the like highest self-healing skills in the game. So that's a good part about her. But in most cases you won't really need that, since like usually you'll bring healers. It's not really that important. So yeah. I like the class because I don't really like to use potions, so it's good for me. But then, it's not that big of a deal since you can just potion in most contents. In contents that you can't potion, you can't really rely on the self-heal, because most of the damage you will be taking will be actually from debuffs instead of boss attacks. Rain Grid. I like Rain Grid gameplay. I don't really play stuff that are in the meta, but people usually say that I'm bandwagoner because after I play a class, the class will be very popular for some reason. I don't know why, but that's what usually happens. Like Rain Grid is like one of the classes that I love to play so much that I don't really care whether she's strong or no, just cause like I find her being fun, especially the idea of counter flare. Like, it's a skill that really requires you to have like great knowledge on the boss and also on your surroundings and what you should do at the right timing and stuff. It gives me a feeling of the old Abyss Walker, like just after Awakening, where you need to consider a lot when you cast skills, especially for Dark Conviction. Like, I find that really fun, like having only one chance to cast your skill properly. It's really fun for me. That's what I usually enjoy in the end, like doing like decision making, that like important decision making. Yeah, like Electra is just too strong right now. They are going to make her even stronger, so don't play Machina. Usually in like parties you will be replaced by Electra or Mara, just because the two classes are just too strong right now. It's not really a good idea to play Machinas right now since we share buff with sorcerers. The only good thing about Electra is that there's not really that much gear to Electra because people have this bias on Electra that it's a support class, but then it's actually a very good DPS class right now. But whales usually don't want to play support classes, that's why you don't see that much Electra with like super geared. You don't see like Electra with dual EOD, at most you see only one EOD, but then like it's slowly changing because people is finding out like Lestra is super strong now. So you will slowly see like all the whales suddenly jump to Lestra instead of staying Smasher or Sally. You can see a lot of them right now, like on the ranking board and on like raids. You can see some people who were and Sally are now all Lestra, just because of the meta. No. Personally, I think the best Lancia character is actually Venaplaga. Avalanche is good in terms of soloing, but then Venaplaga is more well designed in my opinion. It's like really easy to play. She got like self heal, she got like cure, she is like perfect for raiding. The only problem is that she's not doing that much DPS. Although she's still decent, but then she's not that OP. She's like the strongest Lancia class right now, I think. I think it's stronger than Avalanche. Like, you see Avalanche being strong inside STG, that's only because the class have like triple debuff, which is a very big advantage compared to classes like Venaplaga who only have single debuff. But then, if you talking in terms of DPS, I believe Venaplaga will be stronger by a lot. Like, also Ringrid isn't really that strong. Ringrid is just, I think, about the same as Flurry, probably a bit weaker than Flurry. But then she's way easier to play. That's the good thing about Ringrid. Like, her kit is really newbie friendly in my opinion. Because there's a lot of iframe, there's a lot of blocks, like, you shouldn't even get hit if you are playing Ringrid. That's how easy to play the class. Good Kali's, I'll say Oracle Elder, Spirit Dancer, and Blade Dancer. And the three, I think Spirit Dancer is the strongest. What's my main? My main was like I'll say both because my BP is still really strong. Like, it's not the main in this account, but then it's still stronger than most people. So I guess you can call it the main, I guess. Like, even though I remove a lot of stuff from the BP, he's still doing pretty well DPS. Of course, it's not as strong as before, because I removed the VIP accessories already. But he's still pretty good. I think the main thing now is whether you like the class or no. Because if you really want to look at whether the class is good, usually I would just say go play Mara or Lestra, because those are the meta classes right now. Especially Lestra, since it's also a support. But then Oracle Elder is an okay DPS. She's not like super strong, but she's okay to play. You can play her if you like it. Like, she's not bad, like bad enough to be like completely thrown into the trash can, but she's also not good enough for you to think that, oh, if I pour all my money inside, I will be the strongest in the server. She's not that type of character. But then she's fun to play, and then pretty okay DPS. So I'll say you can invest on her. But just don't expect you to be the strongest DPS ever. But yeah. You can make EOD a weapon if you like the class, so yeah, it's not that bad of an idea. Okay, let me just hammer it for fun. Although I already have 100k, so I don't really need it. Okay. But yeah, like I feel like the current DN, just play whatever you like first. Like if you really want to play a strong class, your best bets will be buying a geared Mara or Lestra account or Gladiator or Crusader. Those are the meta classes right now. Yeah, Black Mara is currently the strongest DPS right now. I actually forgot what I'm talking about. Oh, another thing that is important in the current patch right now is the enchantment. Like enchantment can make your class really strong because like it's so expensive to get it, so not everyone will have it. It boosts your class DPS by a lot, so if you have it, it's like a very big difference. It's like a bigger difference than the 200% plate or 15 jade. So if you like your class enough, you can boost it through the enchantment from the Tel and Deco. Like my impactor is only so strong because of the dual ill action on here. So technically, as long as other people don't have it, you can be very strong with it. But if you are comparing yourself with Amara with like dual enchantment, then of course you can't compete at all. Because like Amara is currently the strongest DPS class now. Like there's no point in comparing DPS with Amara. Like it's just a matter of time for ED to nerf it. So don't need to worry too much. Like it's often for them to just nerf and buff classes randomly. So my suggestion would just stick with the class you have, because eventually they will buff it enough for you to play it. Like there won't be a class that's always bad, is what I believe. Not necessarily true, because there's Guardian who's been bad for like 5 years already. Like since I played the game, Guardian's DPS is like badass, super bad for like 5 years. So not necessarily true, but most classes got boosted one way in another. So just wait. Like even our Heretic now have like decent DPS. It's not like super strong, but it's usable. I think Glad is stronger than Satyr. Satyr is stronger than Inqui. Like all those questions you guys are asking, you can just go to a skill simulator and try to calculate the damage of the Jade skill. Just divide it by CD, then compare and see like which class have the highest percentage. It's Mara right now, and then I think Crusader damage is also really good. Gladiator is still good. Inqui is not as good as the two, so like it's like one tier lower than the two, like than Glad and Crusader. But then Mara is like 2 tiers higher than everyone, so like I don't really see the point of like the other classes fighting who's the stronger one when there's like one super OP class there. I don't think BM will be nerfed anytime soon. Like I don't like if they ever nerf BM in PvE, it will be like a super big nerf. Like for example, giving the internal CD on the transformation or whatever, something like that. It will be a nerf that's so big that people won't want to play the class anymore. So hopefully that doesn't happen, because it's not really a good way of nerfing. But then I feel like that's what they will do, because that's what they did to Patrona. And also to Gear Master. So yeah, let's just hope that they won't really kill the class. They do need to nerf the class, but I don't really wish them to kill it. Not sure if that makes sense, but yeah. Because killing a spin-off class is really painful for the spin-off class users. Like for my BP, it's also very painful for me when they nerf it. Especially when the skill itself is not really that good, but then they still decide to nerf. So yeah. Well, nothing we can do. Well, can't really ask ED to buff other classes, because it doesn't really work well also. They need to like actually go test the damage of the classes so that they don't make like monsters like Black Mara anymore. Otherwise this will always happen. Oh. Hello, hello. Like I got a feeling that like ED doesn't even play their own game, so to ask them to do proper balancing is like asking too much. It's probably easier for you to win lottery than asking ED to do class balancing properly. That's how bad it is. There's still one that didn't die? Okay. Now you are dead. PvP, yeah, PvP nerf, but PvE I don't think anytime soon unless they suddenly decide to do a Mara nerf in KDN. March patch, which I also don't think is possible since they are going to do the artillery and sniper revamp thing first. So unlikely. I'll say really unlikely for Mara to get nerfed. Please give me 100k limitation. Please give me 100k limitation. Please, 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 100k limitation. Why? Like, at least give me 100 FD. Yeah, I'm streaming today. Because I'm not going to stream tomorrow, that's why I'm streaming today. I will be too busy to stream tomorrow. Cause like they decided to do maintenance for so long, I won't have time to stream at all. Oh no, this is not good. This is not good. Okay, I still managed to pull it off, which is okay. Yeah, there will be new talisman and also the new raid tomorrow. The main thing is the maintenance is really annoying. Like usually I like to stream on the patch day so that people can ask me questions and I can answer them. But then they made it so that it's really hard for me to stream on patch day because I have raid. Nothing I can do about that. Ugh. Why my stupid bird keep on hitting the frog in the air? How much my FD now? It's really low. Like I don't really have FD. My FD is only 100 and it'll be 17. And my CDD is not even full. I don't have the best luck on getting FD Jade, so my FD is lower than normal people. Like, in fact, I don't have any FD Jade on this character. The only FPJ I have is from the Gigantic event. Windwalker is actually pretty strong, it's not that bad, but then it's just that her skill AoE are just a bit too small, so it's not that good. It's not that the class is bad. The damage of the class is actually really good, still in meta. But then, main thing is the AoE being too small. Like the DJ for Windwalker is still super strong. If like the AoE can be a bit bigger, then the class will benefit a lot. But the main problem is that most of Windwalker's skills are like super small AoE. Why 100 right now? Like, why didn't give me on my... like, why? Why keep on giving me the one that I have already? ED, why? It's okay, I'll just change into a new Fatal Fate. Well, like, for you, it's low, 83%. For me, it's super low, even though I have 100, because I have Ghost of Title. So I have like 1,000 more FD than you. Then I also have the FD predecessor, so that's 2.2k. Like, combined with all the other things I have on me, my FD is really low for my gear. No, you should wear the same one. You shouldn't wear different ones for goddess equipment. Oh no, Tempest DJ is bad compared to BJ. In fact, BJ has so much more damage than the DJ that you are forced to switch to BJ if you are a DJ user. The BJ for Tempest is just super strong compared to the DJ. The DJ is really bad. For Windwalker, I think DJ is still stronger than BJ, but it's just that it's harder for you to get a perfect environment for DJ, which is why DJ doesn't shine that much. But when you get the right environment, DJ can do tons of damage. Main problem is still the AoE being too small, and then it's really situational for the Jade. I don't think we'll get the 64-bit version on Tuesday, so I guess I will need to deal with my shit FPS for at least one patch or more. Okay, I didn't crit. BMJ is better. BMJ is better. BJ is garbage. Don't use BJ. BJ have a lot of bugs, and the board damage doesn't really match with the actual damage. So don't use BJ for Smasher. Use the BMJ. The BMJ is stronger. If you really want to change to BJ, go play Elastra. Don't play Smasher if you want to change to BJ. That will be my honest advice. If you need to change a Jade, just change your class. Especially when it's so easy for you to change. Like, for me, I saw that Defensive BJ after revamp is better than a BMJ, but then, like, my thoughts at that time is just, why don't I just change to Impactor if I need to change the Jade? Which is what happened to me right now. So yeah. For me, if you need to change the Jade, just change the class. It's the same. Glago for crowd control, not really. Like, most melee classes not really good for doing dungeons because they have like smaller AoE. If you run crowd control, go Destroyer using BMJ. Like, BMJ Destroyer is super good at doing dungeons. It's like really OP. No, it's not environment problem. It's the skills just buggy. Trust me, Undead also have a 200% NTO plate. He tests it and it's like so bad compared to his 107 BMJ, so he ended up not using it. There's a reason that people are selling a 15 VJ for a Smasher on the TH with that price. It's just garbage. Like, don't do it, okay? Just don't do it. You should just go inside STG, buy a +0 VJ and a +0 BMJ, and just compare the damage. The VJ is just so bad for Smasher. Just don't use it. Stats? Well, it's super high right now because I'm in dungeon. Oh yes! This is what I want. This one is one that I don't have. Oh, nice! I can get Neo. Sort by legs. I can get Neo right now. And that's my last one. I only need like Lily's stupid tree leaf thingy. Then I'm finished. For Lily. In town, please. Not going back in town. Why do you even want my in town stat? There's like no point. Like, impact your base stat so high. It's like asking a Tempest for in town stat. I'll change the. Wait. Okay. Best healer for me? I think Saint. Let me change. I don't really like ones with like vocals, because usually ones with vocals will get me copyright claimed. Yeah. Okay, good. Okay, this is not the one I need. What drop top DPS right now? BM, Black Mara. What gear is required for LB17 nest? Technically you can just go inside with like LB13 gears, but then it will take you forever to clear it. So like you need to tell me like what's your requirement of doing it. Like if you are asking for OB17 nests, like how fast you want to do it. If you want a 3-minute run, then you will need like dual Yodi at least. Definitely not the class that I'm playing for sure. Usually I won't play meta classes unless like my classes suddenly become meta. Or just nice that I have the right parts for the class. Otherwise, usually my classes will be kind of like off meta-ish. Can you guys hear the background music like this? The revamp need to see like which version we have. If we have the January version, the first version, then wait, it's too loud. If we have the January version, then yes, you should change to VJ. But if we have the February version, then BMJ is better in my opinion. Because the main problem with the BMJ is that there's no essay on the skill, but after the February patch, you will have essay from your class mastery, so it's not a problem anymore. Most people say VJ is better is because of the AoE, so it's easier to class. It's less likely to get cancelled, but then if you have essay, the AoE doesn't really matter. So I would say BMJ is better if we are going with the February patch. If you want to do 3 minutes nest runs in OB17, you will need DPS that can do 50 seconds in OB17 STG. If you want to do a 3-minute run, it needs to be like 40 seconds or 50 seconds in OB17. Is it too loud? Okay. This is better? Okay. Sally isn't bad, but there are classes that are way better than her. Like, all the classes aren't bad, but if you compare, they are bad. Like, once you compare everything to Mara, everything is bad. Like, even Impactor is garbage compared to Mara. It depends on which classes are you comparing. But the thing with Sally or Pyro is that she is a sorcerer class. Sorcerer's class need to compare with Mara and Lestra. Both of the classes are super in meta right now. They are probably the gods of DN right now in the current patch. So it makes like Sally and Smasher like garbage if you compare to Mara and Lestra. It's not that they are weak. They are actually still really good. They are like around the same tier as Crusader and Gladiator. But then if you compare to Mara and Lestra, they are bad. It's not the class problem. It's just that the other classes in the same category are too strong. Like, it's always like this. Like, you see, even when like what classes are bad right now. Let me think. It's kind of like hard to think. Oh, like if you are comparing academic classes, even though like all of the classes are out meta, like Shooting Star is currently like one of the strongest academic classes, but then no one will say that she's weak when she's she is weaker than Sally and Smasher. The reason no one will say that she's weak because in the academic class, there's no class that's as strong as Black Mara, and in fact, Shooting Star can be one of the strongest academic class right now. I'm not sure if this makes sense, but that's like how usually people compare jobs. Like even though Shooting Star is not that strong, but then people won't think that she's weak because in all the classes that share the same dispenser, she is the best one. I definitely need to stay with VMJ. The VJ CD is too low, so it's really hard for you to use it in combat. But I think in STG setup, VJ will be better. 50k please. Oh no, it's crit. The VJ do more damage than the BMJ, but then VJ CD is like 2 seconds. I'm not sure how you can do that in combat. Like every 2 seconds you need to use your VJ, and it's not like super big AoE. It's not like you have iframe like Mara also. So I don't really think you can use it as well as the BMJ. That's why you should stay with BMJ instead of the VJ. Okay, that's from farm to 300 fragments. Like, it's really sad that ED decided to make Electro stronger also. It really makes like all the other sorcerer class like bad, even though their DPS are good. They also make like Machina classes bad because they share the same buff with the sorcerer. Why is this thing here? So annoying. Depth got nerfed though, the BMJ got nerfed a bit. Which is why I think BJ will be stronger right now. But then, again, the CD is too low for it to be easy to play in combat. Like, usually classes with like low CD will be really hard to play because it's really easy for you to lose DPS if the boss moves, or if you need to dodge stuff, or if you have FPS drops, especially for the super low CD ones. It's really hard for you to cast the skill on time in general, which is why why it's hard. Not really. The sorcerer and the Machina classes are in a very bad position compared to the archer and Lancia, because the archer and Lancia classes doesn't have a Black Mara and doesn't have an Lestra that is so strong that the other DPS classes can't really shine at all. Like Avalanche is really bad in combat because their skills are really melee, and it's really easy for them to lose DPS if the boss moves too much. So, in general, I'll say it's really different because they don't really have a class that's so strong that the DPS is like almost 50% higher than other classes. And Mara is around like 50% stronger than the other sorcerer classes. I'm not sure about Lestra, but I'm pretty sure it's 50% stronger than Smasher or Sally. So it's really bad for those classes to like share the same buff with Mara. For archer classes, you don't really have that kind of thing. Even though Ringrid is really garbage, but then she's still very close to most of the archer Lancia DPSs. Like their difference won't be higher than 30%, I'll say. It won't be as big as Mara to the other Sorcerer Machina classes. Even though Ringrid isn't really that good, but then it's not like they have a Mara inside. Yeah, like the low CD really affects the DPS a lot. Like low CD with bad FPS is just so bad. Okay. Sometimes I do wonder like why they even do stuff like this. I'm really annoyed that they made Elastra even stronger with the Elastra revamp patch, but then they make Defensio so much weaker with the revamp patch. But yeah, I can play Impactor right now, so I shouldn't really complain. I'm actually also okay if they buff Defensio stronger than Impactor though. Then I'll go back and play Defensio. That I'm okay also. I wouldn't mind, but then it's like wasting my money just changing classes because of ED nerfing my classes for no reason. Good as a DPS dealer depends on whether you are comparing to Mara. If you are not comparing to Mara, then I'll say Smasher, Sally, Moonlord are still good. If you are comparing to Mara, then none of them are good. They are all garbage compared to Mara. SD is also good. SD is still good, but as long as you don't compare to Mara. Hello. Legit, the keyword here is just don't compare to Mara. Like BJ Mara is just so strong right now that all the other classes are really bad compared to Mara. Like it's not like SD, Moonlord, or Smasher become weaker. It's just that Mara is so strong right now that those classes are not in their original position anymore. It's not that they got nerfed. It's just Mara is too strong. Oh, perhaps I should try and kill this. Since I'm bored. Wait. Oh, I'm lagging, no wonder. I'm going to die right now. Please don't let me die like this. Okay. Yeah, Mara Nest. No problem. Like, this always happens when ED make like a class too strong. Like, in the past 5 years since I was playing DN, there's always like 1 or 2 classes that's super strong. They are so strong that the classes in the previous meta become garbage. It happens so many times, so there's really nothing to say about it. It's just basically how ED balance. They always make a class super strong because they don't understand how this class works. Then in the end, they will just make the class stronger and stronger, make the other class stronger and stronger, to a point a new super strong class come out. It always works like this. So yeah. I think SC should go for VJ. I'm not really sure, but definitely not DJ. Probably BJ, from what I remember. But the class is not really that popular, so you won't see a lot of people playing it. Sorry, I'll read the comments later. Let me just finish this first. Okay. Male or female? Probably both. Yeah, like in the old days, there's like classes that are super broken. Like BP at first isn't really that good. Like during Doom Dragon, he's like okay, since most of the bosses are very small size. But then in Green Dragon, he is like super OP because Green Dragon's just huge. Then Shadow Overdrive doing so much damage because of it. But I'll say BP in general is pretty balanced outside of Dragon back then because he only shines in Dragon. Outside of Dragon stage, he's really bad in terms of DPS. Oh no. BM is stronger than the Spirit Dancer pre-nerf BMJ. It's way stronger than the pre-nerf. Reason is that the class have iframe, so it have a way better DPS environment than Spirit Dancer. And the CD of the backstrike can be as low as 2 seconds if you play the class properly. So it's really bad. It's like, why do they make something like this? They don't even use their brain before designing classes like this. But yeah. It's like really sad, like how ED handles the bouncing right now. Like you see all the OP classes, like Crusader and Glad and the first version VP, all of them got nerfed, but then only Black Mara didn't get nerfed. When Black Mara is the one with the highest damage out of all those classes. Then you look at PvP, like Mara hasn't been nerfed for so long. It's only recently nerfed in PvP. Makes you wonder like how long will it take them to nerf Mara properly in PvE. Like you don't really need a big nerf, at least just make her the same as Crusader and Gladiator type of damage, then it's good enough. But then ED just don't want to do it. Yeah, Mara doesn't have any DPS drop at all. And then she can play like super aggressive because of the iframe. It's not even the flinch problem. Because you see, even back when they're Defensio, Defensio and Patrona, you need to care about the boss damage on you. But for Mara, you are just perma iframe, so you don't need to care about anything. It's like so unfair. But then ED doesn't want to do anything about it. Like even if they don't, like I would say, even if they don't nerf the damage, as long as they remove the iframe, it will be way better than right now. All they need to do is just remove the iframe from Mara Black Strike, then it will be like kind of balanced. Like the class itself already have a lot of iframes, so it's not like she is lacking this iframe for her to be functional. Like why? Just why ED? Just why? Why you make the class so strong? I think I won't update tier list until they nerf Mara. I'm not going to update tier list until they do something about the current meta. Or until they buff Guardian. Like either they buff Guardian or they nerf Mara. Like either of those. Then I'll update. What's the best thing for raids? Destroyer? Ripper will still be bad because of how the skills work. The clones doesn't really work well with anything. Like, the clones are super bad with balanced Minos because the summoning doesn't take the additional damage. And then the clones are stupid. The AI are stupid. They don't track the bosses. So usually, most of the time, your clones won't even do damage because the boss runs away. Also, Ripper BMJ board damage is really low. It's only half of Black Strike's. but then the CD is like 4 times longer, so I don't really think, even if they give Ripper iframe, it's good. Yeah, Mara best tank cause iframe. Like you don't really need to have aggro to have the highest DPS. Like, why? Why do you make a DPS OP? Like, so OP, like, have the fastest charging hero skill, then also have, like, iframe, perma iframe. Like, why, ED? Why? Destroyer? I think he's not bad. He should be, I'll say lower than Moonlord. Like, lower than Moonlord right now. Probably, let me think for a bit. Probably about the same as, Shooting Star, in my opinion. Should be around the same as Shooting Star, if not a bit stronger. Basing on the BJ, from STG though. But I believe it won't be a very big difference because Destroyer have like very good DPS environment because of the Iron Skin or whatever the name of the skill is. Yeah, Mara is just really broken right now. They can just free DPS on everything, so it's really unfair. But then again, I'm pretty sure that she will get nerfed one day. Like, you don't even need to think about it. It's confirmed she will get nerfed, but it's just a matter of time. Like, we don't really know when will they want to nerf her, but confirmed will be nerfed. It just take a long time for the nerf to reach C, because we are like 3 months behind KDN. So even if nerf, you still have like 3 months or more for you to enjoy the class. That is only if they nerf her on March. If they didn't nerf her, then it means that the C Maras have like another 4 months to be OP. Oh, Majesty is pretty good. Not really that strong, but she's playable. She's like at the playable range again. The fact that they introduced Balance Needles is actually kind of buffing Majesty, because triple orbs still do a lot of damage. And then the Balance Needles will buff the damage from triple orbs, because of the additional damage on all attacks, so even triple orbs will be buffed. he won't let me use it because he know when I use it, it will get nerfed, and I need to learn how to play Mara first. I'm also not that interested in playing a meta class, like a super meta class, because it just feels wrong, you know. I usually like to play classes that are not really that popular, unless a super unpopular class becomes meta and no one plays it, then I will play. That's the only time I will play a meta class. Which will be the case of Ruina. Oh no, they have the same pilot, that's why. Like, they use pilots, and then their pilots are the same pilot, which is why you see sometimes they are the same person. Yeah, Abyss Walker forever F tier. Actually, Abyss Walker was good back in Doom Dragon. Like, he is super OP in services. You can see me playing Abyss Walker back then. And then I'm doing super good DPS. I'm running with an Adept, and then I'm doing way higher DPS than her. Like, I remember a lot of people share my videos back then, because like they're surprised that Abyss Walker can do that much damage. It's like really fun back then, because I'm playing a super off mana class. Oh no, mid-tier classes are not safe. Like, Defensio is not safe. Defensio is not safe. Rina is not safe. They are not high tier. They are like mid-tier. Especially for Rina. Still gets nerfed anyways. It really depends on whether ED likes her class or no. The fact that Mara almost never get nerfed in PvE is enough of it's like telling you a message that she's the safe class to play even if she's OP, you know? Oh no, it's going to take forever this run. I'll just wait for the stupid barrage to spawn. Okay. No. Archetype is actually good when he's first released. He is in I think tier 1 until like until the 30 buffs. Like, he's tier 1 until like very late, like late Green Dragon. Not really that late, but it's after the Calypso release. He is bad. But before the Calypso release, he's one of the higher DPS in Rune. I know this because I was the best archetype back then in TDN for Rune Dragon, and my DPS is really high. But then again, like when other classes get buffed, our character didn't get buffed, which is where you have the problem again. I'll say in IDN, our character is actually really strong. During IDN, like just when our character was released, he is really strong. Like, he's really good. Archetype is one of the only classes that I played since release. I didn't play him anymore, but I know like how good he is when he's just released. Like, he's in the middle tier, like probably a bit higher in the middle tier for a long time. When he was first released, he is the highest though, one of the higher ends. So it's not as bad as people think. Well, rework doesn't really work well. Like, you see Patrona rework, it's just nerfing the class and nerfing both Arena and Defensio in combat. Yeah, the old times are really great, and then you can really see like piloting difference back then. Like, there are people who can get super high DPS on the class. There are people who get like low DPS even though they have good gears. that's like where piloting really matters. Like I always said, like right now I will say like piloting doesn't matter anymore because of how simple the rotation right now is. Like you don't really do other damage outside of your skill J skills. Like in dungeons, literally it's just ill action. Like outside of dungeons is also just ill action doing most of the damage for Impactor. And Impactor is a class that's like not really that one skilled. Like I have intense shock doing a portion of the damage, but then it's still not big enough of a damage. Deadly blow, no damage compared to the savage attack VJ. Like if you compare the skill to the VJ skill, it really does no damage right now. Like that's how I don't like the skill Jade patch. The fact that they allow you to enhance the skill Jade and then 200% play, and then now with the goddess and also the talent deco, it's just making the class even more like one skilled than before. Then it's like very like easy to play right now. You just need to spend one skill. You don't even need to spend other skills. So that's why I like when it's SCG, you'll often hear me saying that like there's really no skills in SCG because of this. Like as compared to before, it's like so easy to do rotations now. But in the old days, it's really hard because you need to make sure that you utilize the CD between each skills really well, and then you need to count in the cast time of the skill, and you need to cast the skill properly. Yeah, like right now everything's J skills fillers. Then you still have people that doesn't believe it and then say that, oh, Hester is crazy, saying that there's no skill in piloting right now. You have people that's saying that, but then really if you compare to before, now it's just so easy. Everything is just so simple right now. But maybe it's like me being too old in the end. Do I think Impactor wheelchair? I think Impactor is okay, quite okay right now. She's not super strong, but then she's the best out of Makinas. I think in certain situations she will be better than Smashers. But you need to know how to abuse the class CT reset properly in order for it to be OP. Yeah. Yeah, Deadly Bow with full bubbles is really good. Like back then in Archaetic, you also need to focus on using the ulti properly at the right timing. And also the Saw Blade, back then also a huge ton of DPS. Most of the DPS is from Devastation, and then you need to time the skill right. So it's actually harder than now. Because now it's just Carnage spam, but before there's like, I think there's still more skills to consider than that now. Yeah. It's been a long time since I last played AH. No problem. Bowmaster revamp I think will be this patch, which will be the March Cadian patch. March Cadian patch will be like probably on Wednesday we will see the patch notes, and then on Thursday will be the actual patch. So you will need to wait for Wednesday I mean. Okay, I just need to get a few more. I will just stream for another like 20-ish minutes before I go to sleep. Hopefully I can get enough fragments for me to craft an ultimate plate again. Because I really want to craft another ultimate plate so that I don't need to go with the stupid crit on my ultimate. Just so sad that my second stat becomes a crit. FD plates 0. I don't have any FD plates at all. Back then, the safest class to play, I'll say Saint, if you are not DPSing. Like, I remember my first ID in clear was with a Saint. It's like so easy, cause like there's like shield block, there's also miracle, there's also protection shell for yourself. You can also take the Inqui ulti if you want to for extra iframe. It's like really easy. Then you don't need to focus on DPS, all you need to do is just don't die and then heal. It's really easy. And then you have also the damage reduction passes from Cleric. All your skills is just on your what's it called, the relics. Yeah. And the relics takes aggro for you, so basically you are just safe. I don't think it's possible for you to get 686 on the ultimate. At least I don't remember that being an additional stat. Additional damage. Final damage is not additional damage. Final damage is another multiplier on your skills. Additional damage is from items or skills. For example, for like Goddess. Like you see from Goddess, you have like when ill action is accurately hit and the monster's remaining HP is under 50%, additional damage is dealt proportional to the monster's lost HP. This is like one source of additional damage. Another source is from the Goddess Shoe, which also say that if ill action is hit accurately with critical, 30% additional damage is dealt. And then you also have the Windtail and Windtail Deco, the new theme, the Redu Fantastical Tail, like 30% additional damage when you hit a critical on your action EX. That's where the additional damage comes from. You also have like some classes that will have like extra additional damage when you reach a certain condition. For example, for Arena, when you crit, you get another 15% from overclock. For Rain Grid, if the enemy have like burn status, your skills get another, I think, like 10% boost if I'm not wrong. Been a long time since I've looked at skill. There's also like buffs for classes like Spirit Dancer and Blade Dancer, like their something dance, the Minotaur dance, not the Minotaur dance, the Elf dance, which will give you like additional additional what's it called? Additional damage when the boss HP is under certain percentage, something like that. That's where you get the additional damage from. Black Mara. Yeah, the Wingtail and Deco is why I play Impactor. Otherwise, I won't change. I will probably stay defensive and still play the VP. How to be you, Kenji? What's the real purpose of final damage? You get more damage on it. Like, just imagine it as element. Like, it's the same multiplier like element. It's just another multiplier. Final damage is just like treated as something that's similar to attack percentage, but then it's in a different position in the damage calculation. You are inquiry by leopard, in my opinion. You can buy either, it's not that big of a difference. I think Outlaw of the Dusk, because usually most classes will lack element instead of the European attack or M attack. Element times skill percentage times FD. Skill plates, skill jade enhancement. Skill jade base, if there's any. Okay, let me just explain it. By CTD, it should be 3x. For this shoe, you will do 3x plus 3x times 0.3. With the 3x times 0.3 shown as plus 0.9x and as additional damage on your skill details. Yeah, that's why I like this costume the most. It looks so nice. The front is nice though. Like, I like the Vol's gold lower because like it shows, I guess, shows the best part of your leg, of your thighs. In front it also looks good. I like the Kurahan because like it shows like the whole back part, and then in front it's also good. It looks like a bikini, but it's not a bikini. That's why it's good. How much gold? I don't know. You should ask how much time, because it's not just from gold. No, this is Kenji's impactor. That's not my impactor. Although it's in my account, but it's Kenji. I think I'll just do like one more dungeon before I close, I guess. And probably just do the meal thing. Just before I close the stream. Yeah, sell your kidney. You need to be either like super lucky or like super whale to get end game years. It's either you farm like 24 hours 7 for like years, or you fail a lot, or you are super lucky. It's like either of the three. Usually it's a combine of all three though. How many toms? 2. 2 and it'll be 17. Good night, good night. What? I'm not closing the stream. I'm not closing the stream yet. Still have like after this dungeon, I mean. I will do the friendship thing also before closing. Oh, you mean the beatdown sound? Yeah, I missed that also. Sometimes you just don't know like why ED wants to nerf your class so bad. Like, in fact, all of the classes I play got nerfed before, so I'm like, maybe I'm cursed, so I probably shouldn't post any content of me playing a new character, so just so that I don't get nerfed. I really feel like I'm cursed. But then I don't like Black Mara. But I should place just so that they will nerf it. Okay. Get stats for today. I will just, if you still have questions you can ask. I will still be here for another like 5 minutes before closing my stream. Cause I need to do the friendship stuff. Ugh, why is the CTD? I don't want the CTD one. How much I spent? I didn't count, but not really that much. Yeah, maybe. I think less than how much I spent on my T and TD. It's not as much. But then usually you won't be that lucky. Usually you will spend like way more. I'm just really lucky that I managed to get a 200%. I mean, like, not I'm lucky, but I mean Kenji is lucky. The IGN is lucky. Yay! It's so. Okay. Let me see. Let's go to Mio. Mio is. Let me see what she likes. She likes adventure novels, yellow flowers, sweet stuff. Okay. Where's the new hustler OF? I can show you later. Hello, hello. Which class now OP? Black Mara OP. I was 86 before also, but then I just can't stand it, so I keep on opening plates until I get something good. Mio, so cute. Gift. Okay. That's done. Can show the OF later, but then like I don't have the goddess helmet yet, so it's like half finished only. Yeah. Is it? Or I probably need to get the right first, I think. Maybe. Did I get the achievement? Yeah, I do. Yay, another free 0.1% for me. But I can't really feel it. Still takes me a long time to finish it though. Where's the ouch? Oh. Ouch. Yeah, CD is better than good night. CD is better if it's plus 15. Let me just show my OF because people are asking. It's like not really that geared yet. Raw stats of a lot of dusk I can show later. Let me show my OF first. Look, I don't have the goddess helmet. I only have the shoe. I have a 15 jade, and that's about it. All the other stuffs are just pretty normal. I'm using a booba ring, the normal sandstone accessories. I don't have a goddess plate on it. Then the plates are still farming. Like it's far from finished. I only have like 200k plates now. Like there's nothing special about this character. But yeah. I just change it because I want to use the Ripper. I mean like use this character in Treasure Nest, and I know that my Ripper have no chance of going inside the party. Let me just show a lot of dusk. I buy craft. Well, I don't have the goddess helmet yet because it's a sudden decision. Because I saw someone inside our guild selling the OF Truk and also a 13 BJ. Then I was like, oh, maybe I should probably change to OF so that I can use this character in Treasure Nest in the future. Because I know that my Ripper will never make it inside, which is sad. So that's why I changed. OF Dusk. 8% light, 8% dark, 8% fire, 10k attack power, 10k magic attack, 10k critical, 100k HP, 200 FD. Inquiry of VJ. Oh, let me just flex something. Let me just flex since I opened the title page. I got so many exclusive titles on this character. Not on this character, but in this account. Oh, see, there's the Chogosuk. And you can see there's also Conqueror of the Sea, the old titles. There's Corrupted Bleed Phantom, Corrupted Defensio, Corrupted Rain Grid, Corrupted Arena. Then there's also, let me find the Immortal. I only have like 3 Immortal titles because I didn't do the rest. Immortal Defensio, Immortal Rain Grid, Immortal Arena. I have the most like overwhelming titles, I think. Oh, this is the first clear title for Honor Gust. Oh, the Chokosuk title is not on this character. It's on the OF. Outstanding Gust Dragon Hunter. This is the first clear for Gust Honor. Then all the overwhelming titles. Overwhelming Abyss Walker, Overwhelming Arc Heretic, Overwhelming Bleak Phantom, Overwhelming Defensio, Overwhelming Rain Grid, and Overwhelming Arena. Wait, I'm not interested in YouTube Music Premium, sorry. Sorry for flexing. But yeah, since I opened it, why not? I think there's another one for Gust Honor, but then I need to check. Should be in achievements. Should be last. Yeah. Honorable Ghost Dragon Slayer. Yeah. I also have this. Let me find that. Honorable Ghost Dragon Slayer. FGH. Honorable Ghost Dragon Slayer. This is the Honor Ghost Dragon clear. EOD Crook. I remember it's around 18M. Not really sure because I bought it like really long ago, so it's different. Like it's okay. Like it's not super cheap. It's okay. It's a craft. Yeah. You got the Ghost Mount? Ghost Mount? Of course, I have two. I even have the first clear Windtail deco that I can show. My BP also have the Gust Mount, like my two Gust Mounts in this account. One is on the Impactor, one's on the BP. RC2, yeah, RC2. Let me show the... See, this one is the Gust Honor first clear Wing, Tail, and Deco. Sadly, it's binded on my Vena Plaga, but then it's there. It's pretty cute. You can also see the Gust Mount on this one. Yeah, you can only see that. You can only get it with the Honor Gust thing. Yeah. I really flex though. Like I really like this mount though. It's super cool. It also shoots like blue stuff, and then when you fly with it, it have like this blue wind thingy behind you. So yeah. I don't think so for now, because I want to save my money so that I can build my subs. So currently, no, I'm not going to enhance anything anymore. I also don't want to spend that much on DN, because I feel like I should focus on my real life more right now. I'd rather have like take more delivery than getting more years in DN now. Yeah. Okay, BJ stronger than BMJ 15? I don't think so. I think BMJ 15 is still stronger than BJ for Inqui if it's 15. If it's 13, then like it's unlikely that it will win BMJ. It's the same as before. You can go search my stream records from 2019. I think 2019 October. I've said like my job before. It should be around like 2019 October. Okay. I'll say I will need to sleep right now. So see you guys probably next week or this week if one of my teams decided to run to this week. Bye bye. Have fun. Let me just type the thanks for watching before closing.